Buenas tardes y bienvenidos a todos. Good afternoon and welcome everyone. Welcome to a community that is dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shearer and I'm the Spiritual Director and Founding Minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. Today is Saturday, June 13th. And we will be continuing with our annual theme, which is 2020 Spiritual Vision. The topic for this month is Mindfulness for Mavericks. And the topic for this week is Mindful Intentions. We open each week with a spiritual practice called affirmative prayer, which is also known as spiritual mind treatment. This is a powerful tool and a practical tool that shifts our consciousness so that we are open and available to accept the good that is already present into our life. It aligns our thought with all good. So let's move into today's service with intention, as we do each week, with a reading from the Creative Thought magazine. I'll be reading from June 19th, 2014. Spiritual mind treatment is always done in the first person, so I invite you to close your eyes and take these words as your own if you so choose. I am my faith revealed. God is spirit, soul, and body. It is the only life, the only mind, the only love, and the only law. All is this one in action and form. I am this one in action and in form, and expressed by it with all of its qualities available to me. Knowing this, I believe the reality that the good of God is my good always and always. I contemplate my belief in the presence of good now. It grows from the seed of hope into an abiding faith, and trust that my life and my calling are spiritual gifts of a spiritual nature, and therefore greater than any circumstance or condition. I live with love and wisely use my mind as I use the one mind to reveal abundant life and perfect right action in every aspect of my life. I think thoughts from an attitude of possessing every good that supports my life, and I remain open to the new and wonderful experiences that emerge because of my faith. By faith, I know the love that I bring is the love I receive. Faithfully, I abandon myself to spiritual supply and receive abundantly. Now I gratefully accept that my word is the law of mind in action, generating even greater faith in me as I receive the evidence of it in my steady flow of good. My faith has made me whole. My faith has made it so, and so it is. And that was by Reverend John Lusk from Westlake Village, California. Let's review our purpose, vision, and mission statements. We have a grand purpose here each week, and that is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. This is done through our vision, which is to educate and support each other so we can create the life we desire that works for us right now. And this is further supported by our mission, which is to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. And I'd like to take this time to welcome everyone. And know that you are welcome here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. Everyone has value, and you are all accepted just as you are. So please, come and see us once we are open, and we will welcome you. We teach a philosophy here called the Science of Mind, which is a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom. We offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth. And we honor diversity in all aspects so that we can see and appreciate the great oneness that already exists everywhere and within everyone. When Dr. Ernest Holmes founded this teaching in the 1920s, he studied both Eastern and Western spiritual texts to create the Science of Mind, which focuses on the individual use of thoughts and this powerful thing called the mind. Each week, we offer a service with an inspirational message. Normally, this would be done in a restaurant in downtown Puerto Vallarta, but since we are still in isolation, I welcome you into my home via Zoom. We look forward to once again supporting our local mom and pop style traditional restaurant, where we'll have time afterwards for discussion and to enjoy some home style Mexican cooking. More information on our upcoming location when it resumes will be posted on Facebook as well as our website. So if you have any questions, you can either post them here online or send me a direct email and I will surely respond. So let's quickly review what we've been discussing this month. The first week of June, last week, we discussed breathing, and the talk title was Just Breathe. Breathing is life. Breathing as a sign of life, breathing as a sign of being out of balance, and breathing as a tool for change. This week, the second week of June, we'll be discussing mindful intentions. All demonstrations are complete when what you set into motion through the law of mind appears in form. All demonstrations first begin as a thought. The power of intention is a demonstration of your faith in the invisible substance of life. What we believe is that thought becomes things, and a focused thought is much greater and more powerful than an unfocused thought. Mindful intentions create a clear path for a definite and measurable demonstration of faith. We have to pay attention to what we intend. We don't want to create our life or our experiences by default. Our intentions need to be nurtured with awareness, with faith, and with practice. Dr. Ernest Holmes says this: man's thought is creative because his thought is God power flowing through his individual will and imagination. It's not just our spoken word that has power. Every thought is a prayer. Ernest Holmes says that we demonstrate from the tendency of our thoughts. Mindful attention to our thoughts and underlying intentions helps to clarify the tendency of our thought to demonstrate the good that we choose. And that was a quote from Ernest Holmes' Living the Science of Mind. So now let's take a deeper look into this concept with 3 key points. Number 1, who do you think you are? Number 2, your mind is the most powerful instrument in the universe. And finally, number 3, So what are you using your mind for? So let's go a little deeper. Who do you think you are? Do you know who you think you are? Your life is a reflection of your belief about yourself. In Proverbs 23:7, it says, "For as he thinks in his heart, so he is." You can find out who you are and who you think you are by taking a look at the life that you live, by the people you surround yourself with, and the boundaries that you set for yourself. In his book, As a Man Thinketh, James Allen says this: "They themselves are makers of themselves by virtue of the thoughts which they choose and encourage. That mind is the master weaver, both of the inner garment of character and the outer garment of circumstance, and that, as they may have hitherto woven in ignorance and pain, they may now weave in enlightenment and happiness." Your mind is the most powerful instrument in the universe, and you have a divine gift, the gift of imagination. And guess what? You get to write or rewrite your own story. You can become the master of your own experience by creating mindful intentions and training your mind daily to create the life of your choosing, or as Henry David Thoreau said, to live the life you have imagined. Wayne Dyer says this: "You get what you intend to create by being in harmony with the power of intention, which is responsible for all of creation." So, what are you using your mind for? Dr. Ernest Holmes teaches us this: there is only one mind. That mind is God's mind. That mind is perfect. That mind is my mind now. You are limitless potentiality, and the power of your intentions are boundless. What life do you want to create with this superpower that you have within you? What change do you want to create within you or within your beautiful community? Ernest Holmes, in the book Living the Science of Mind, tells us the power that creates exists before we use it. However, it can only use that which we mentally take, and often our unbelief becomes our acceptance, our fear, a misplaced faith. If we don't believe we are ready for our next growth, the universe will prove us right. If we believe we aren't worthy of a job promotion or higher income, then we won't receive it. It's a misplaced faith in who we are. It's fear that is holding us back. If we place barriers on our worthiness, it is us that holds us back, not our employer, not our teacher, not anyone else. We are the ones that must take personal responsibility for ourselves. We must take that leap of faith, stepping out of our comfort zone and have a mental image of that which we desire. We are the ones that either hold us back or propel us forward. So I ask you again, who do you think you are? And I'd like to leave you with this quote from Dr. Ernest Holmes. I seem to be missing a slide. I'm sorry about that. So let me just read it to you. Dr. Ernest Holmes, in his book, This Thing Called You, he says, when the time comes that nothing goes forth from you other than that which you would be glad to have return, then you will have reached your heaven. Dr. Ken Gordon, in explaining faith, once said that the time it takes from treatment to demonstration is the measurement of your belief. You already have all the faith you will ever need. Where you place that faith is what you will demonstrate. As religious scientists, we have spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. We use these tools, such as the spiritual mind treatment, to train our minds and to actualize and activate the power that is already within us. Setting a powerful and mindful intention is the first step to beginning or to be bringing forth that demonstration. It is how thoughts become things. So, what intentions will you be setting for this week? Now I'd like to offer you our affirmation for today. My faith is strong. My intentions are clear and powerful. And so now this is the time for our opportunity to give where you receive your joy, your inspiration. So we gratefully and graciously accept any and all donations to the Spiritual Center here in Puerto Vallarta. Perhaps you'd even like to just buy me a coffee. So any donations can be received through our PayPal on our website, which is www.cslpv.org. And if you would like to go ahead to PayPal on our website now, just click on the button. And as you give, I'd like to ask you to join us in these words of gratitude. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. And together we say, I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you for coming today. I hope you were inspired. And please know that you are loved. And I bless and love all of you. Namaste.